Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new short video in the playlist related to the research skills. I'm now celebrating the 3K views in my channel. I'm sharing with you this short video related to, for me, one of the very most powerful citation tools I used in the previous 7-8 years, which is EndNote. EndNote is one of many techniques or softwares available for the sake of automatic citation. And for me, I consider it as the most convenient way to use when you make an automatic citation or referencing. Typically, in case you are a heavy writer for manuscripts, thesis, reports, and I think this is also very beneficial for students who are doing a long-term thesis, where you write portion of your thesis across your journey in your graduation project, master's, PhD, or whatever, and then you can integrate what you wrote across the journey in a one document, and you are seeking for a software that can merge all these citations together automatically in one step. I think EndNote would be a perfect tool for that. So let's see how we can use EndNote in our case. So basically, EndNote is a commercially based, license-based tool. However, you have two ways to use EndNote for free. The first, let me say between quotation, official way is to use the limited edition version, which still can work. I'm going to show you, and personally, I'm using this on my Mac, so you can use it freely with a very powerful way with some minor limitations. I'm going to show it to you. Or if you are a Windows user, there is some sort of a cracked version over the internet where you can use it in an unlimited way. I'm not sure if there is a way to make it a cracked version on Mac OS or not, but personally, I don't know. For my Mac, I'm using a official limited version from EndNote. So in order to download this official version, what you need to do just to write EndNote download, and you can use here this website to download EndNote. Typically, as I mentioned, you can find, I'm sorry, I think I go to the wrong direction. So I think this one. Okay, yeah, so this is correct, I think. Okay. So you can try EndNote for free. As you can see here, this is the limited version where you can try it. And you can make it, I think, for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, whatever the operating system you are using, you can go to EndNote. So by the end of the day, when you download EndNote, you will find this software here. This is an EndNote software. This is, of course, the Mac version. Maybe in the Windows, you will see a different GUI, but still with the same facilities. And what you can do now is to go to make a new library. Let's call it Try YouTube. So, of course, you can make it in any name, and then you have this new library. And now, when you make or when you complete the process of downloading and installing EndNote, you will find in your Microsoft Word software, you will find this tab appear, which is the EndNote tab. So imagine that you have any sort of a text. This is some of my random text for a publication or whatever. And you need to insert references in this text. What should you do? Okay, first of all, you should collect your references. And basically, you are already doing this, so you should collect which paper you would like to cite in this text. But here, we are not going to search for the paper itself, but we are going to search for the EndNote file for this paper. How to do so? There is a different ways where you can do this step. So I will go here for, I'm searching just for Google Chrome. So the best and the easy way here is to go to Google Scholar. And let's say, for example, I'm seeking for citing this paper, which is one of my papers. I'm sorry that this is showing in Arabic. So if it's in English, which is a normal case, you will find here the word cite. So what you are going to do is just pressing here, and then you are going to download the EndNote file. As you can see, the EndNote file appears here. So I'm going to just click on it, and automatically it will be enabled into the library I just opened. Another reference, for example, so let's go to a second reference. For example, this reference. Again, imagine here the word English cite, and then you go to EndNote, and then just one click, and again, the reference is added to your text. Okay, so this is as easy as you see it. Then you go to the text you are writing, and now I need to insert. By the way, there is already a reference inserted here. It's an old reference. So let's imagine that I'm going to insert a new reference here just before the equation. I go to the EndNote tab in my Microsoft Word, and I go to Insert Reference. Here you can see the searching bar, and what I just need to search with the paper. You can search with the paper using the author's name, any of the author's name, date, the journal title, the paper title, whatever it is. So as I downloaded already 2 papers for myself, so I will search with my family name, as you can see here. Okay, so as you see here, 2 papers appear. These are the 2 papers I just downloaded from Google Scholar. And you can see that I can insert any of them. So in a very straightforward way, I will insert this one. As you can see, this has become with 2 because I already have 1. For example, if I need to insert a paper here, another reference here. So let me insert this one, for example. Let's see. Automatically, this become 1, this become 2, and this becomes 3. So everything is automatically managed. And what is very interesting is, as I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, if this is just a small portion of a chapter, and then I need to integrate different chapters or different Word files, what I need just to do is to copy paste. And another amazing way is that if you are using cloud, as in my case, for example, I'm using all my documents over Dropbox, for example, you can use the same facility from different computers as far as you have EndNote from these terminal computers. So, for example, you can write something in your PC and something in your laptop, and then you can integrate it in a certain computer with a smooth and a very straightforward process, as you can see here. And if you go down to the end of the document, you'll find all the papers here. Another very interesting phenomenon here is that you can simply change the reference style. So I can go from different writing styles. So let's go to IEEE proceeding, for example. In one click, you can change everything. So it's very straightforward. So you can move between different referencing styles in one click. And by the way, these are not limited here. If you go to, I think, yeah. Yes, let me remember. Yes. Yeah, here you can go here, and here you can find a huge, an ultra huge library of references. And by the way, this is still an editable style. So, for example, for a reason or another, if you couldn't find the reference or the journal style or the reference style you are searching for, you can easily go to the EndNote or the website of the journal and download the library file from the EndNote, or the style file, I'm sorry, from the EndNote, and then you can add it here in a very straightforward tool. It's endless library, so you can add whatever you want. And by the way, if you are somehow an expert, you can customize your style, but most likely you will not need to do so. Another important issue is, what if I'm searching for a document that is not listed as a publication. For example, it's not a reference, it's not a journal paper, it's not a conference paper, it's not a book. I couldn't find it in a Google Scholar. For example, I need to cite a website, for example. Then what you can easily do is that you can add this manually. So you can go here to references and then have new reference. And you can write whatever you want. For example, Samah reference test. And you can add year 2024. So you can add whatever you want title. Let's do a test. So you can add whatever you want, and what you just need to do is to save this. And then this will be saved in your reference list. So in a very straightforward manner, you can add manual references. But again, this is maybe the minority part of the references, because most of the references are already in a form of a journal papers, proceedings, or books, or whatever. So this is the common way. Another point is that it's not only Google Scholar where you can find the EndNote file. You can go to the publisher websites itself. So I'm not sure what this is, for example, a Springer scientific report paper. So let's go here to go to cite this article, and here, download citation. I'm sorry. So as you can see here, this download citation tab, you can, let's open it here. Yes, as you can see here, so it starts to appear in our EndNote. So you can download it. So this is, you will typically find in Elsevier, IEEE, IOP, Springer, different types of publisher. You will find IAT, of course, or whatever. You can find this way where you can download. So you can download it either from the Google Scholar, or you can download it from the publisher itself, because in most of the case, Google Scholar is easier to make it, but just take care, because in some cases the downloaded file from Google Scholar is not high accurate. For example, in case of early published paper, for example, you can find that only the early published version without the volume number and the initial number is in the Google Scholar. So you have to return back to the publisher to get the exact EndNote file. So this is sometimes happen from time to time. So simply, this is a process where you can use EndNote in order to integrate references. And I think it will make your life much easier when you use such a straightforward way, from my point of view, in order to do your citations, and then you can copy paste text and you can make whatever the modifications you want in your text. That's all for this short video. Thank you again for this, for your consideration, and thank you for the 30K views, and see you in a next video, inshallah. Thank you very much.